to ensure that it did. Let's see. Live now. Okay, click on it. Click on it. Perfect. It is live. Lovely. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Traylin Talks, where I sit down and read stories that go along with a theme. These stories will range from Reddit, personal stories, and more. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into these crazy stories. I hope you enjoy. So, today I have two special guests. I have the one and only KTown Klingon, and I also have ft.LilxPatatoti. You guys want to say hi? Hello. Are you guys ready for this? You're very ready? Okay. So, today's today's theme is Am I the Asshole? The classic. How do you guys feel about that? The first one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Not Wanting My Husband to Go to His Stepbrother's Fiance's Funeral? Throwaway account because husband knows my main. I'll get to the point. I'm 30, currently 36 weeks pregnant. It's been an okay pregnancy so far, but one thing I can't stand is traveling. It makes me nauseous, and flying is a big no since of how far along I am. My husband, he's 32, stepbrother's fiance passed away, and the funeral is next week. It's another state, and he would have to fly out. As I mentioned, flying is something I can't do physically, so I unfortunately will not be able to go. My husband wants to go by himself, but I want him to stay with me. In case anything happens, God forbid, but also to support me, just in case. Next week, when the funeral happens, he is staying there for another week with his stepbrother. My husband said because he needs to be there for him. I suggested he video call with his stepbrother to be there for him, but he said he needs to be there and I'm being unsupportive of him. We've gotten into an argument over this and he's been pissed off at me since, but I don't know if I really am being unsupportive of my husband. Am I the asshole? Who wants to go first? Okay, take it away. Yeah, you don't think he should go for super long because his wife is pregnant? Okay. Paul. Okay. So, do you want me to read the comments or do you want me to give my opinion first? Okay. So, for her to be 36 weeks pregnant, she is about to give labor, you guys. Like within any day, within the next week, she can pop out that baby. This is I don't know if she mentioned, I don't think she did, that this is her first child. Let me go up to the beginning. She didn't mention if it's her first child, but to be fair, the funeral is taking place the week that she may give birth to this child. So I think that he is being way unfair for being gone that long because he might miss the birth of his actual child. And, what if something like a complication happens during the pregnancy and she doesn't have her support person there, her husband? I think that could be a potentially dangerous situation for his child and his wife. And I almost feel like he's purposely trying to miss the birth of his child for some odd reason by staying an extra week. So I feel a little bit weird about that. And the first top comment on the post says, not the asshole. You'll be 38 weeks pregnant by the time he gets back, question mark. Is anyone proclaiming OP the asshole here actually doing pregnancy math? She could literally go into labor at any point during the week he's going to be gone for. And the next comment is a follow-up, like they responded to that person. And she said, "Indeed, in my family alone, I know of at least 4 babies that were born at the 37 to 38 week mark." Keep in mind, she's at 36. "I don't think that people calling OP the asshole fully understand that most babies don't pop out at exactly 40 weeks. It can happen anytime between 37 and 42 in a healthy pregnancy. Assuming the husband will be back in time for the birth is taking quite the gamble. I don't necessarily think he's an asshole for wanting to support his stepbrother, but staying for a week and calling his wife unsupportive for not agreeing to it is certainly an asshole move. He's in a difficult position, but he can't pretend OP's concerns are baseless." How do you guys feel about that?
Here's the thing. Yeah, it's something like that. But here's the thing. You have to weigh the pros and cons between, okay, going to a wedding, but seeing the birth of what could potentially be your first child. Like, if it were me, like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, bro. I wish I could be there. If you can film it, that'd be great. But I want to be there for when my little guy puts his her demise pretty close to me.
So
Like, I
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you guys didn't include your audio in the party settings, so nobody has been able to hear you up until this point, and someone so kindly told me in the
it's not giving me an
comments
option.
it's not giving you an option.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. I knew something was going to go wrong. Oh no. They can't hear you guys.
Oh, don't worry. We'll just clip it out for the Spotify Apple Music
And
version.
we'll just start over for the Twitch part. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try to leave the party and join back, and
I wonder if
we'll
it's in my stream
process it.
management because I said include the party, so I'm confused. Okay, wait. It didn't save my setting for that. It,
Here we go.
it didn't save my setting for that, and I just changed the
Oh,
setting.
There we go.
Chat, can you hear them now? I just changed the
I
setting.
think I think
Let
this
us
should
know
be
if you
able to.
can. I'm so embarrassed. So do you guys think we should go over or should we move on? Because we only
I
have like
think we could
six
just do like a
stories.
quick recap.
Yeah, let's do a quick recap because I currently
Yeah.
have this recording, so I caught everything.
Okay, so you caught everything, but the stream didn't.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So they, yeah.
it'll go on Spotify.
So they heard my intro and they heard me read the story. So let's just do a recap of your guys' opinions about the story.
Right. So just go ahead and do a little recap of what the thing was again.
You want me to just reread it? Because we can do that.
Sure. Let's go ahead and do that.
Let's just reread it. So, story 1 is titled, "Am I the asshole for not wanting my husband to go to his stepbrother's fiance's funeral?" Throwaway account because my husband knows my main. I'll get to the point. I'm 30, currently 36 weeks pregnant. It's been an okay pregnancy so far, but one thing I can't stand is traveling. It makes me nauseous. And flying is a big no since how far along I am. My husband's 32, stepbrother's fiance passed away, and the funeral is next week. It is in another state and he would have to fly out. As I mentioned, flying is something I can't physically do, so unfortunately I won't be able to go. My husband wants to go by himself, but I want him to stay with me in case anything happens, God forbid, but also to support me in case. Next week, when the funeral happens, he is staying for another week with his stepbrother. My husband said because he needs to be there for him. I suggested he video call with his stepbrother to be there for him, but he said he needs to be there. I'm being unsupportive of him. We gotten into an argument over this, and he's pissed off at me, but I don't know if I'm really being unsupportive of my husband. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, so I think not really at all, honestly. She's definitely not the asshole in the situation. She is the big prego, she's about to have her baby.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely should go to the funeral to pay his respects. And then, yeah, the extra week is definitely not necessary. Could have definitely FaceTimed, and that would
Mm-hmm.
have been good. But, yeah, that's my input. What about you, Mr. Paul?
So here's the thing. I just was reminded of something like this. So my great aunt just passed away, and she lives all the way in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And
Oh, wow.
she was a big part of our family. And when I found out she passed away, and I saw the family was planning for a funeral, it's like, do I want to go and pay my respects, or do I want to catch COVID? Because
Oh.
COVID during these times
they say it's going away, and it really isn't. It's still out there. I don't know what the airlines are doing to mitigate this, but it's like people are catching it on the airplanes. So it's like
Really?
yeah. So I sent a private message out to the daughter or my cousin, and I said, hey, I'm sorry for your loss. I even posted a little thing on Facebook with a picture of me, my aunt, and the lady who passed away, and it's like, I'm really sorry for your loss. I was happy to know her as great aunt. So, going back to this Reddit story, it's basically a way of pros and cons where you really need to decide which one is more important, seeing the birth
Mm-hmm.
of a child or going to pay your respects at a funeral.
Yeah, that's a fair point to
Fair.
make.
Yeah.
Very fair point to make because, we don't know if this is OP's first child or not. And I'm not trying to say that, your second child isn't as important or anything like that, but wouldn't you want that first experience? Like the first time you tasted ice cream or the first time, you kissed a girl, I think that it's really important.
Or a
Even if
guy.
it isn't. Yeah,
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 or dude, yeah.
exactly. I should have worded it your first kiss. But yeah,
Right.
I think that, and of course, we're just giving personal opinions here. I value family, so I would be torn as heck. I would be torn from the floor up about this. I would want to take care of my beloved brother, and I would also want to take care of the love of my life, my wife, and my brand new child. So, I think the compromise with the video thing was more than a, reasonable solution for her to have mentioned.
Hmm.
Do you have anything to add before we move on?
No.
Nope.
Okay. The next one is titled, Am I the asshole for not letting my daughter sleep? I have a daughter, 18 female, who says she needs to nap after a long, day of school. I'm okay with it as long as it isn't after 5:30 p.m. and not longer than 1 hour, since it makes your night sleep worse. Or you can't fall asleep at all after you previously had a longer nap. Her bedtime is 9 p.m. because me and her father think that her sleep is very important. She has a history of waking up 3 a.m. to study since she procrastinates a lot and doesn't do it in the afternoon. She says she really needs a nap to be able to study or concentrate, otherwise, she's really tired. I told her to sleep immediately after school. She usually comes home around 4 p.m., but she said she can't always fall asleep immediately after school. If she sleeps when she's not allowed to, I gently wake her up. She'll always get incredibly irritated. Today she yelled at me, called me controlling, and said that she's holding herself in not to explode right now. I cannot say exactly what she said because I would get banned. She said she couldn't even fall asleep because of sensory issues. And then she says this part in parentheses. She says she's autistic yet high functioning. And I'm already interrupting her. Then there's an edit. So that just means that they wanted to add more information to the story. And she goes, I should probably mention that she tends to be very self destructive. That's why we think it's better to control her a bit more. She also has limited screen time since she used to be addicted to gaming / social media and not doing anything for school. She has an above average IQ but didn't care about most things. She still has trouble studying and the things she finds boring. She said she can't concentrate. We forced her to go to therapy when she was around 17, but she doesn't go anymore. Then there's 3 more edits, so bear with me. We let her have her own sleep schedule before, and she caused herself some depression. Getting up at 3 a.m. was her old schedule. She went to sleep around 10 or 11. She admitted that 5 hours of sleep weren't enough for her, but she still didn't want to study after school. The only way was to wake up at 3 a.m. ... She only has autism diagnosed, not ADHD. The fact that she's an adult by law doesn't mean that she's mature enough to make her own decisions. She'd ruin her life and body if we let her. So, who wants to go first?
I'll let
Look,
you go first, Mr. Paul.
as someone who currently takes college classes and works 10.5 hour days, but only for 4 days, if I'm working on schoolwork and like if I need a break to tear myself away from my computer screen and take a small nap, I'm gonna take it. But in terms of this Reddit story, I'm not a medical professional, so I can't really say much to what this the surrounding or background information is. But this one's a tough one. It really is.
It's a tough one. What do you think,
It's
Pat?
yeah, it's a tough one to really talk to.
True.
I personally think that um, if it's academically fucking with her, I feel like, you should be on her. But, I mean, you should let the lady sleep if she wants to sleep. If she wants to
Hmm.
be up because she can't sleep, let her do her thing. That's just my little input, though.
Do you want me to give my opinion or read the comments first?
Your opinion.
Okay. So I am torn on this one, also because I've obviously read this story before you guys have, so I've had more time to reflect on it. And I've read this story to two other individuals earlier today, and their opinion was way left field from mine, so I reconsidered. But my original opinion was, you guys are the assholes. You should not be controlling your daughter like that. She's freaking 18. Like, she deserves to get her rest. And I don't care about her, and I don't want this to come out the wrong way. You shouldn't be judging her sleeping pattern on based around her autism. I think that she has the right to sleep when
Exactly.
she is tired, okay? We have the right. That's a basic human right. And she's your 18-year-old daughter, okay? Like, you guys are taking care of her. I love that. You should be. But waking her up like that is a jerk move. Like, she needs her sleep to actually function. Everyone does. And
Hmm.
so the other people I read the story to, of course, was my mom and dad, and they actually agreed with the parents on this one. So it's interesting to bring their perspective in. They agree because they don't want this girl to, when her parents pass away, basically, to not be able to care for herself and to be on this crazy weird night bat schedule and not be able to get a job and support herself and all this and that. And I can see that perspective too now. Like, I can see how they're trying to get her on a regular person schedule. But I'm not going to lie. From my point of view, when I was her age, I was like that too, dude. I was like that too. And now that I'm older, I have no problem waking up at 7, 5, 4, all of that. It comes with age as well. She's a young, growing girl still. She's 18. She is still growing. So there's actually that aspect to consider. So my final stance after bringing all sides and being devil's advocate for a second is that yes, the parents are the asshole. Um, let's see if the comment section agree with us. This is the top comment with a 3.7k upvotes, and it says, "How have you decided that it's appropriate to give an 18-year-old a 9 p.m. bedtime? Question mark. You're the asshole for that, in addition to not letting her sleep when she needs it. Period." And that's all that person
Facts.
says, and it's the top comment. And then there's another person that responds to that. It says, "My bedtime was 9 p.m. when I was 14. It went to 10 p.m. when I was in high school. This poor girl." Yeah, she's an adult. "My mom tried putting my bedtimes and curfews on me at 17. I'm not sure her reasoning is every time I question her, it never made any sense. She wonders why I moved 2,000 miles away a month after I graduated high school." So a lot of people in the comments section are basically just saying, like, yeah, I had overbearing parents too, and it sucked. And I think, were we unanimous on this? Were we all saying that the parents are the asshole? I'm not sure. Were we?
I am saying the parents are the assholes,
Oh yeah,
hands down.
definitely.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Nice. We all agree on that one. Oh my gosh, I love our next story, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. This one gives me flashbacks from my old job. So get ready, Paul. Put your safety seatbelt on and buckle in.
Hang on. Let me get.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll read you guys the title, and I want to hear your reactions to just the title alone. Okay, you ready? Am I the asshole for not sharing my lunch? Okay, just based on the title, how do you feel?
Oh my god, that's just why bring that to fucking Reddit now.
No, just wait. Just wait.
Oh my god, it sounds petty already.
Yeah, I
Maybe
know.
not. I don't know. Go ahead and read us what it's
Okay,
gonna be.
okay. I, 33 male, am a proud, high functioning person with autism. I am not particularly a picky eater. However, I am extremely uncomfortable when people touch my food, other than food preppers like cooks, etc. And I will become immediately repulsed by that dish that I'm eating if someone touches my plate. I was at work and I had brought myself a really good home cooked meal. I have a coworker who is a incredibly kind woman, but she has some boundary issues that she's not self-aware about. I struggle with social cues myself, so I don't correct her. However, I was eating my meal and she came into the break room and exclaimed how something smells wonderful. She navigated herself over to me and exclaimed how beautiful and delicious my meal looked. She asked if she could try it and I told her, "No, thank you. No, thank you for the compliment though. I would like to eat my lunch and get back to work. I can bring you a plate sometime if you'd like." And the look on her face was like I had kicked her puppy. She muttered something about to be nice and how this is not how someone finds a girlfriend. I cleared my throat and put my lunch away. A couple of coworkers overheard it and told me I was being a bit of an asshole. I'm unsure exactly how that is. I struggle with maintaining boundaries because I know my own social skills are lacking. Am I the asshole in this situation?
Fuck no.
Oh boy.
Okay, okay. I feel like even the coworkers that like eavesdropped and were like, "You a motherfucking asshole for not sharing your food." Like, no, no, you're the asshole for butting into a conversation first, but like, oh my god, that like, no, no, like, bro, why didn't you first of all pack your own lunch? But like, that bro, eat, man. Like, what the fuck? What about you, Paul?
I words cannot begin to describe what I'm thinking. But oh my gosh, he is not the asshole. He is within his definite right, and if he were like you and me, Kat, if anybody were to touch our food during our precious 30-minute break for lunch,
Precious.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care who you identify as. You're
Yeah.
getting slapped in the face for touching my food.
Batista bomb, bitch. You
Uh-huh.
touched my burrito.
And I bet
It's
he
like
brought some bomb food.
yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds
He's like, I can
like
make
it.
you some, man. Like, next time I'll come by, but fuck no. Like, he even offered a
Honestly,
solution,
that's
which is
even
like
way
the
too
extra good
nice.
guy thing to do. Like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have been like, fuck no, guy. You can, like, you can catch these hands for the formula. Like,
So you guys want to know my opinion? So
Sure, let's go for it.
oh,
legit,
goodness.
I knew this story would hit home with me and Paul because literally it just is so cringe. I'm just gonna say that right now. This story is so
Yeah,
stinking cringe. The fact
it
that they
is. That's why I was like,
gaslit
why
him.
bring that to Reddit?
No, the
Yeah,
fact that his coworkers gaslit him is probably exactly why he's here because he got ganged up on, bro. And okay, so this man is a highly functioning person with autism. I don't want to speak on something that I'm not very educated on, but I will say I believe the social cue thing needs to be considered here because he wants to be respectful and he wants to be liked. It sounds like a really good man.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, I mean,
So,
the thing with how he would be, it would lose his appetite if someone touched his food. Respectable. They have
yeah,
their own way of thinking where
you can't
anything like
disrespect
that,
that.
yeah, small things, small little quirks could be like that, but it's
Mhm.
really big to them, you know? You have to
You
recognize that.
ruined it for him if you do that.
Exactly, yeah.
So like he couldn't have even shared because it would have grossed him out and ruined his
He'd
meal.
have been like, just keep it. Like,
Yeah.
keep it or get the fuck out of
So
here.
I don't think
Hell
he's that
no.
asshole at all. In fact,
Yeah,
I think
hard
he's a
no. Hard
saint
no.
for the way he handled that. Because you know what else that girl said? She said
Exactly.
this isn't how you find a girlfriend. Now, why the heck did she feel the need to get so nasty like that? That is disgusting to me. That is just terrible behavior. And the top comment says it all. It's literally a quote. It says, "Not the asshole. This isn't how someone finds a girlfriend? Question mark, question mark. What a weirdo," with two of the skull emojis. And I agree, girl. Sing it from the rooftop. Who the heck brings that up? Like, that is the weirdest thing to say to your coworker. Let's be real.
yeah.
No. And
Yeah,
then,
no. That was unprofessional.
yeah. And then there's somebody replies to that comment and it says, seems to be super weird thing for people I don't date. I prefer to avoid the stress, but people, primarily women, seem obsessed with me needing to date and it makes me super uncomfortable. And it's like, yeah, why did she like hit bro like that? Like, that's so weird. Another comment, this
Yeah.
one's a really big one, so bear with me. It says, not the
Oh
asshole.
boy.
Not only was she rude for not simply accepting your no and offer for food at a later date, she also made an unnecessary comment about your personal life. If she tries something else or starts talking badly of you behind your back, you should report her to HR. If she keeps to herself and leaves it alone after this, then just take it as a good example of you sticking to your boundaries. And honestly, I feel you about people touching my food. Even when I do offer to let people try my food, 99 out of 100 times, I'm the one touching the food fork and offering it to them, not the other way around. That's true, actually. This is a very good comment, because if I share my food to somebody, I like grab my fork and like scoop a bite out of it and like give it to them. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, so like she was just being weird in general. And then this person says, yeah, why is consent less important about food, especially in a post-COVID world? Not the asshole OP. Yeah, you got to take the COVID into consideration as well, because that is, germs in general, not even just COVID, like
Right. Yeah.
always
Definitely.
germs. Do you guys have anything to add now that I've stopped spewing my mouth?
No.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I don't want to talk too
Covers it
much.
all, actually. You're good. You're good.
Okay, so the next one is titled, am I the asshole for watching a horror film with my curtains undrawn? So this one,
What?
yeah, just wait, it gets deeper and deeper as the story goes on. It says, I cannot actually believe that this has happened. I am still in shock because I do not understand what this lady was thinking. So, it's the Easter holidays for me, which means I, 15 male, am home alone every day as I don't have school. And just like everyone else, I get so bored when I'm home alone. But I am an avid horror movie film fan, and I decided that I should spend my time catching up on a few films on my Netflix playlist to pass the time. Yesterday, I started watching Fear Street. In order to understand, you need a bit of background. The way my house is laid out, there is a large window. That means anyone walking by on the street can see anything that is being played on the TV. And I hate that it's laid out like this because it makes me feel like I get absolutely no privacy. With that in mind, yesterday I was watching a horror film with the curtains open, which means that anyone walking by could technically peer in my window and see what I was watching. I was chilled and frankly having a lot of fun because it's a good film. Not too gory or cliche. It was more sexual in my opinion. I hadn't realized, but a couple of kids playing on the street were passing by and clearly they had peered in my window during a bloody scene. Because an old woman had knocked on the window, and when I looked back at her, she pointed to my TV, then at me, and then at my door. I think my first mistake was just shrugging and drawing the curtains, because at the time I had no clue her kids had seen what was on the TV, and I assumed she was mad about something or other. At some point, the knocking against my window stopped, and I thought nothing of it. But then, this morning I woke up to the doorbell ringing, and my mom, who was about to leave for work, answered the door. Whoever was on the other side of the door spoke to her for maybe 10 minutes, and then she came upstairs, shook me awake, and told me to go downstairs and talk to the person at the door. Turns out it was the woman. Arms crossed with two little boys stood behind her. I don't remember what she was yelling entirely, but to paraphrase, she was annoyed that I was watching such a film with the curtains open and her children fully able to see it as they ran by. See, here's my dilemma. Because she yelled at me and I tried to tell her I was sorry her kids saw I was watching, but I was watching what I wanted in my own house, and I did not feel it was my issue that her children had stopped and must have physically looked at what I was watching, because if they had been just running by, they would not have been able to see clearly the scene. But she did not listen and instead kept reprimanding me, calling me careless and disgusting. She left, and my mom and I stared at each other with confused faces. My mom is on my side, thinking that looking inside our house is a privacy violation, but I'm not so sure. I started drawing the curtains when I'm downstairs and watching anything that isn't rated U, but I don't know if I was in the wrong. Am I the asshole for not drawing my curtains in the first place?
Fuck no, you're not the asshole.
Oh
For not
no. Yeah.
closing your
No.
curtains. Yeah, no. It's like Why in the way? Yeah, she called it out. She said you had to have stopped and whole ass looked in my window. That
Which
right there, hands down, is enough. Yep. What do you think, Mr. Paul?
Oh my god. I really it's just another example of how petty the human race can get. Like you're in your
mm-hmm.
own home watching your form of entertainment and then just
Mm-hmm.
some random person comes by with her two kids and then they
Mm-hmm.
get freaked out because they saw something scary and gory. Not the asshole. Come on.
So, you want to hear what I have to say?
Well,
Yes.
So he said he was watching Fear Street, which is, yes, it's a thing on Netflix, and I've watched it because, as you both know, I'm sure that I love scary, I love true crime, I love all that stuff. So
Uh-huh.
I'm with
That
OP.
has you written
I
all over it.
I watch
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff, and he's right. It is that film is a little bit more sexual, but it's fun. It's whatever. It's fun, and but yeah, it's for people of age for sure. It's for people of age, but you know it's a simple thing to forget to draw your curtains when you're just going to your living room to watch some dang TV. So like, no, OP's not the asshole at all. Like who does this Karen believe she is, having two legs to stand on in this argument? Because her children should be taught better not to peep into other people's freaking houses. What if he was naked? What if he was naked? God forbid. Then they'd be scarred for life. Well, that's actually, I shouldn't say that, but maybe they, I don't know how old
Yeah,
these
for
kids
at least
were.
their childhood.
all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I'm trying to pull up the comment sections really quick here, but it's being a little bit slow. See what other people have to say. What's that song? Dun 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 dun.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
well, the
like the
Jeopardy
Jeopardy?
theme
Yeah,
song.
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
it's not letting me open
Do
this.
do do. Try to refresh a tab. Do do do.
It keeps taking
Do
me
do
like,
do do do
I'll
do.
just open it on my laptop. It's okay. Just give me a quick minute. You guys entertain the
Alrighty.
stream. Be funny or something.
Sword fight, Paul.
And before we read our next story, we'll go to a different room.
Yeah.
I just gotta pull up the comment section on my laptop instead of my phone. Do 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 do
I think
do.
you have to jump to get out of the chairs.
I think so too. So, let's see here. The top comment reads, "Not the asshole. You're not responsible to protect people peeping in your windows from anything they see as a result. But you did say you dislike that you feel like you don't have privacy, so I'm kind of surprised you don't just automatically draw the curtains in the first place. But it's an easy thing to forget." OP responds to that. He said, "I'm not sure why I didn't draw them that day. I completely slipped in my mind." So yeah, like he just spaced it. Regardless, you shouldn't have to. It's your family's window. You should be able to get some sunlight though if you want. Right, I agree. And as petty as I am, I would keep the curtains open and watch whatever I like. And if the woman came back, I'd tell her to mind her business or I'll call the cops for her peeping Tom kids. Oh, I
There
agree
you
with that
go.
one. Her peeping
Yep.
Tom kids.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So, I think that we should go read a story in the blacksmith. What do you think about that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah, I can. Here, I'll transport chairs.
Oh, you're gonna bring our little setup to the other room?
Yeah, I can set the chairs really fast. I got you.
Sweet. Paul, are you ready to see our blacksmith?
Sure.
Let
So,
me just.
actually, let's take the scenic
There we go.
route. We'll go this way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
So this is
Very
our
scenic.
blacksmith. I really wanted one, and we did the lava floor. Look at the floor lava. And
Oh, wow.
we have a
Three of
blacksmithing
us,
table
or-
thing right here. And look, we have generators to make lava.
Yeah, we got infinite lava sources.
Infinite lavas. Super cool.
Okay.
That's smart.
Yeah, we did research on it and stuff.
Yeah, being smarty pantses and such.
Because I just really wanted it.
Of course.
Ooh, the next story's spicy.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Super
Boop
spice.
boop. Here you go, hon. Oh, there you go. Here you go, honey.
I really enjoyed reading this story to my parents earlier because they got heated about it. It was fun.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, there's a chair for me. Oh, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the way
there's
you're doing
two
this in
chairs.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, give us a little thing going here.
Can you push me?
Oh, here you go, Paul.
My chair
Yeah, yeah,
moved.
I got you.
Whee!
There you go.
Is this mine right here?
Yeah, yeah, that was yours. Here we go, man. Boop, boop.
This is a cool setting for our next story. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I like this spot.
Here we go. And then I just need to replace
Paul,
these
the way
real
you're looking right now is
quick.
directly into my camera. It's funny.
I know. I have the Twitch stream pulled up on my
Oh,
phone.
oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so
Here. Is that accurate? Something like that?
yeah, that looks great. That looks great. So, are you guys ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
This one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Pay for My Gender Reveal Cupcakes? I, female 22, found out last week my first baby's gender, and it's a little girl. My family are excited, and I decided to do a small gender reveal over the Easter weekend. I had this planned for Saturday, so a few days before. I asked a small local business if she could please make 12 cupcakes with pink and blue icing on top and the pink icing in the middle. She agreed and said they would be ready to collect Friday evening. The plan was to pick up the cakes on Friday, invite friends and family over on Saturday, and give some guests cupcakes which would reveal the gender. I only invited a few guests as my apartment is fairly small, and I didn't want to do a large gender reveal anyway. Just something cute and fun. Plus, everyone loves cupcakes. So Friday evening came. The small business owner, Claire, gave me her address to collect the cakes from. She said that they would cost $25 and they are ready to collect whenever. I drove to her apartment and knocked on the door. She greeted me there with the box of cupcakes, and they looked amazing. They were exactly how I imagined them, and I thanked her for them. She gave me the box, but just as she did, her large pet dog came running up to me, barking and jumping at me, knocking the box of cupcakes all over the floor. Claire apologized and shut the dog inside. He was still barking and jumping at the door. She said it's because he gets excited when people come and visit, but he wouldn't have hurt me and he's friendly. At this point, I didn't know the damage to the cupcakes as the box landed upside down. I picked it up and the cakes were ruined. The icing had smashed all over the box and some cakes had spilled out onto the ground. Claire looked horrified, as I understand she spent a few hours making them for me. She apologized and said she could remake them for free, but they wouldn't be ready until Sunday. I said, unfortunately, I'm expecting my guest tomorrow, and Sunday is no good, as I already had other plans that day. I explained I wouldn't be paying for these cupcakes, as they were inedible and ruined by her dog. We agreed upon receiving the goods would be payment, and since I never received them, I would not be paying. She said that I should still pay as she had to buy ingredients for cakes and the cost of eggs have gone up, meaning she would be out of pocket. I said if she had controlled her dog, then they wouldn't have been dropped, and I'm sorry, but again, I would not be paying. I got in my car and left without the cupcakes. I still had guests attend on Saturday. I announced the gender in person, rather than with some cupcakes, but it was still nice spending time with my family and friends. My family were happy, but my sister-in-law said that I should still have paid for the cupcakes, and she accepted it was her fault and offered to remake them for me. I personally don't think I should have to pay for them, but now I'm feeling slightly guilty as I understand it's a small business and a loss of profit would affect her a lot harder than a larger business. Am I the asshole?
Okay, profit-wise, one batch of cupcake not gonna hurt you. Not like put you financially fucking downhill. You know, you'll be okay. But I mean, for business-wise, pros and cons. Sure. I mean, it's kind of an asshole move if you had it made, or had it made. I meant, Jesus. But you didn't get the goods. You shouldn't have to pay.
Yeah. What do you think, Paul?
Mhm.
I immediately my brain clicked into customer service mode. Because look, uh she depended on this person to make the cupcakes and whatnot, and then the transaction wasn't even completed and the goods were already destroyed. So I definitely say she's not the asshole, because the lady selling the goods should have controlled her dog in the first place, and she knew that dog would have gotten out of control when somebody totally random
Comes
came to
over.
that door. Yeah. Yeah, not the asshole. Mm-mm.
110% right, Paul. I got crazy doggos too. Do the same shit. Run past you. Fucking. I mean, well, my dogs actually will like try to push past you, which may have happened, but also, in fact, you should be expecting it. I expect it when I hear even
People.
the door shut outside a single car door, and the dogs are like, oh my god, it's just going crazy. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely right there though, Paul.
Okay, do you guys want to hear my opinion first?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, of course, not the asshole at all. Literally, why would you pay for something that you did never receive? I understand that she offered to remake them for free, but if she offered to remake them for free, then what is she crying about? What is she crying about? The original payment? Well, I'm sorry, but like, literally, at our house, we have small dogs, not big dogs, but we put them away before a guest enters the house usually. Or we let them outside to run around and do their thing so that, of course, my small dogs wouldn't knock cupcakes over, so it wouldn't be a problem for us. But still, we do consider guests when that happens. So that was her mistake for not like recognizing the fact that, oh, somebody's at the door, I should probably make sure my dog doesn't run out here, especially because this woman is freaking pregnant, you guys. If that dog had injured that baby too, she would be liable for a lawsuit even. I mean, imagine if the pregnant lady not only lost the cupcakes but got hurt. What if she got hurt because of this? So no, she is completely in the right for not wanting to pay for that at all. I understand like supporting small businesses. In fact, I prefer to shop at the small businesses around here. But I mean, if they made a mistake like that and the goods were like edible, no, no, I'm not paying for that. And plus, it wouldn't have the free cupcakes that she offered to make wouldn't have been done in time for her party anyway. So like, what's the point? What's the point of
All right.
having free
Mm-hmm.
cupcakes? And plus, she would have had to pay for those free remake cupcakes anyway, so she wouldn't have gotten them for free either way. Um, and the top comment with 34K upvotes is, not the asshole. Why on earth would you need to pay for something you didn't receive? I know it would be nice to help out Claire a little bit if you guys were friends, but this is just some lady, so no. She's not a friend, just a recommendation of a small business who sells cupcakes. I didn't even think it's her main job. I'm pretty sure she does it in her spare time for a little bit of extra cash, was what the OP responds to that comment with, which is, you know, a really good thing to bring up. They weren't even friends. Like, I kind of understand, like, if you're supporting a friend's small business and maybe you want to do them a favor like that, but, like, no, no, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually the last story for this theme, so I think we're going to switch gears into another theme. And I'm just going to
Oh
try
wow.
and do a quick intermission and decide which one I want to do. I think that I'm going to do this theme. Okay, you guys ready for the theme title?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Truly disturbing.
Oh, I'm excited.
This one's called Truly Disturbing. And the first story is titled, My Brother Kissed My Foot While I Was Sleeping.
Oh no.
I gotta feed my character some bread really quick, but let that roll around in your brain for a second. Is that not truly disturbing?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's
Real bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's get into it. It says, I need some guidance. I'm not sure how to go about this. It's in Arizona right now, and it's currently 3:20 a.m. A little bit of context. I, 24 female, and my brother, 25 male, share an apartment together. We have our own rooms. I also have a cat who likes to sleep by my pillow, by my head. I have work in the morning, so I decided to go to sleep around 11:30 p.m. I usually sleep on my stomach, so the bottom of my foot was facing up to the ceiling, and the top of my foot was facing down on the mattress. You know when you're asleep, but also know kind of like aware of your surroundings. Like you're dreaming, but you're consciously aware of what's going on outside of your dream. That's how I was. I was dreaming, but I could hear outside my dream like I was half asleep. While I was dreaming, I felt something press down on my toes. I immediately woke up out of my dream and opened my eyes. I was looking at the wall and thinking that my cat licked my foot. I moved my arm and felt my cat's fur touch my arm by my head. I tilted my head over to see what touched my foot, and I see my brother standing there, bending over, looking towards the ground. He didn't see me looking towards him, and I quickly laid my head flat on the bed. I felt scared to move. I felt paralyzed. I immediately thought, he kissed my foot. I was in shock. I couldn't move or anything. And the next second, while I was fully awake, he kissed my foot again. Like full-on kissed my foot for a full 5 seconds. The seconds felt longer than 5 seconds. I was squinting my eyes, still facing the wall, and I see his body walk slowly over to my head and check to see if I was awake. He was still squinting my eyes, pretending I was asleep, and he left the room. I pretended to wake up, and I went to go wipe my foot with soap because I felt dirty and disgusting. Now I'm dead awake typing this out, and I'm scared if this is the first time or if he's done this before. I don't know what to do or say. I need some advice on how to go about this.
Hang on, I'm reaching for my Tums real quick. I just got stomach acid.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, man. I feel bad for
You
her.
guys out there, don't be kissing feet.
I feel bad for her too.
Non-consent.
If my
Don't
sister
don't
ever
kiss
caught
'em.
me kissing her feet, she would kick me straight in the face. Oh,
You
man.
saying you don't get caught or something?
No. Oh God, definitely no. I don't do that. That's just wrong.
Oh, I thought you were
But
saying definitely no.
if
I
I
don't get
if
caught.
I had
was
some
like,
sort
oh,
of
no.
it seems like it's a fetish.
That's what I'm saying.
It
It
is.
is. It
It
is.
is
If
a
he's
fetish.
kissing
Oh,
fucking
man.
feet, that's a foot
That's
fetish.
a foot fetish straight up.
That's not normal. You don't just, hey, you want me to kiss your foot? No.
It's
In
not a
fact, I would
love
like you to
thing.
stay away from my
It's not like
toesies,
a
please.
sibling love thing, like bonding.
No.
Yeah, no, not even in like relationships. You don't just be like, "Hey, yo,
Mhm.
let me kiss your feet." Like,
Unless you guys are consenting adults and like that stuff. But yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. If that's
yeah,
your
unless
thing,
you have given the
all-
okay
all-
beforehand.
kudos to you. If
Yeah,
that's
if
your
that's
thing.
your thing. We aren't judging foot
Yeah.
fetishes here.
Kudos,
We're
you
judging
do
the
you.
consent part of a brother versus sister. Oh my god.
Ah,
This made me
what
so
the fuck?
disgusted when I read it. I was
When
like,
she said
"What?"
she felt paralyzed, I felt it. The 5 seconds feeling like an eternity.
Of
Oh
someone
no.
pressing their lips to the bottom side of your foot.
I
Remember that
like
part.
curl my toes and like it just cringes my feet even
But-
thinking about it.
But here's the thing, you guys.
Ugh.
Think about this. She's laying on her stomach, so her foot is face up. So basically the palm of her foot, or the base of her foot. I don't know what you call that. Like the flat side of your foot.
No.
So like that side of your foot, for context, is more sensitive than the top side of your foot. So she probably felt every single second of that, and it was on her toes the first time. Do you remember the first part of the story when she said, "I felt it on my toes"?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
when she said I
It
reached
felt like
for
it licked my
cat,
toes. Yeah.
or I went to go see if it was my cat, and then I felt him by my head.
Mhm.
I heart dropped. I said,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Not allowed."
And she said she thought it was her cat licking her toes, which is fair, and this might be TMI,
Yeah.
but my cat does that all the time because he's a weirdo, and cats are like that. So that's a perfectly fair assumption for her to make, but your heart drops when you said she looked up and her brother was bending over at the bottom half of her bed like some predator.
And then she's like, I put my head down and I squinted my eyes,
So
acted like I was
scary.
asleep. I was like, what the fuck? She's living a horror movie.
Yeah, because it's it's
Oh.
the 3 fears: fight, flight, or freeze, basically. And she's one of those people that
Oh.
freezes when she gets scared. She doesn't fight.
Actually,
She
never heard
doesn't.
that. That is
She
very
doesn't
fair.
run. She just froze. So we've all clearly made our opinions. Let's read the comments. So, the top comment has 1.2k upvotes. Exactly. I used to freeze when I was assaulted as well, but I taught myself to always call out their bullshit and be loud about it. If they can sense the fear and the fact that you freeze, they will only take advantage. And then somebody responds to that, and buy a hidden pinhole type cam to record you as asleep to make sure, OP. This is creepy as fuck. Have him cam shipped to a friend unless you want to know he's being recorded. It would work in your favor if he sees you install it. If he has ever been violent, you are worried about his reaction, have a third party there for safety. Having audio witnesses, okay. If bro has never been violent, safety first, please. Please update us on this. I cannot imagine your state of mind right now. I am sorry this happened to you. But, like, just to lock the door to stop the situation before it happens again. God, I'm sure a man commented that. But, like, don't be a creep. They shouldn't have counteracted their brother's creepiness. The brother needs to stop
Yeah, you shouldn't
creeping.
have to lock your bedroom door to go to sleep either. It's your
Mm-mm.
house.
Mm-mm. Yup, and it's a freezing is an instinct. I struggled with devastating guilt for freezing during an assault and not doing anything to stop it. It was the only treatment for PTSD that realizing freezing is normal and primal, but you have a choice of how you act afterwards. It needs to be an action to protect you from further harm. The fact that she froze tells us something about her instincts about her brother. She didn't say, "Hey bro, what's up?" She instantly, for whatever reason, was freezing, and this is wrong. He probably has been creeping her out for years on a subconscious level. Wow, that's true. That's true. That story is so disturbing. So
What
disturbing.
don't? Oh.
So, moving on. The next one is titled, Am I the asshole for going on a date while my ex watched our daughter? This past December, I, female 23, gave birth to a beautiful baby girl who is my whole world. My family and friends have been extremely supportive of us, but my ex, male 25, has been inconsistent to say the least. He broke up with me when I told him I was pregnant and begged me for an abortion for weeks. Fast forward to now. After much back and forth, my ex has spent time with his daughter twice at his girlfriend's apartment. I was not comfortable with this arrangement, but he would refuse to come see her at my house because he didn't want to meet my family. What the fuck? 2 weeks ago, I dropped my daughter off with him. Someone had asked me out on a brunch date that afternoon, and I was really looking forward to it. My ex pressed me about my plans, and I just said I was going out and gave him no further details. While I was at brunch, he FaceTimed me. I answered thinking it was about my daughter. He told me he only called to chat, so I told him I was busy and couldn't talk. He hung up the phone immediately and texted me and asking if I was on a date. I said yes and that I couldn't talk right now. He did not respond. As I was about to drive to pick up my baby, he FaceTimed me again and asked me in a hostile tone if I had gone back to the apartment of the person I was on a date with. I told him that it was none of his business, but he hung up before I could finish my sentence. I called him several times, but he would not pick up the phone. When he finally brought my daughter to the car, he yelled at me and slammed the door in my face multiple times. He had not strapped my daughter into the car seat, nor did he put a hat on her head in the freezing temps. He said goodbye to my daughter and left. He started sending me horrible texts saying that I should just have my friends babysit so I can get laid, and he would be blocking me as soon as I picked up a toy he forgot to bring to the car. I drove to a friend's house so she could watch my daughter while I dealt with the situation. I ended up blocking him to stop the abusive text. He proceeded to call me from his girlfriend's phone, screaming at me about how I'm going to give his daughter an STD by breastfeeding her. I told him that it was just a date and I didn't even have sex, but he refused to believe me and kept yelling. When I told him that sex and dating life isn't any of his business, he got extremely angry and kept demanding that I share these details with him. He even asked me to promise him not to date or have sex until I'm done breastfeeding. When I told him that it's not his place to ask me to do that, he said that he regrets having a child with me and he will no longer be a part of her life because I'm impossible to co-parent with. After this incident, I spoke with a counselor to get advice. I ended up emailing him to set up a mediated session to form a parenting plan, but he texted my friend saying that if I wanted to talk to him, I needed to call or text him. The last text he ended up sending was a huge paragraph that my friend ended up deleting because she didn't want me to see the hurtful things he said about me. The gist of it was he will no longer be seeing our daughter because of my actions. Part of me really feels like I've hurt my daughter by pushing her dad out of her life, but I also feel like it doesn't make any sense for him to stop seeing her because I'm dating, especially since he's living with another woman since my pregnancy. Am I the asshole? And before you guys respond, I need to read the edit. She edited it to add more information. She said, I should have specified that after this happened, I am obviously not going to be sending her back to that apartment with him. I've talked to lawyers and counselors about moving forward and both agreed that he should not have unsupervised visitation with her, and that all communication going forward should occur through email. The issue is if I pursue child support, he will likely have rights to unsupervised visitation. He currently has no rights, and he isn't on the birth certificate. I mostly posted this because I'm feeling really guilty that my daughter doesn't have a dad, and some of the things he said are really getting to my head, making me feel like it's my fault kind of thing. Also because a lot of people are asking about this. My friend did screenshot everything before deleting it and has records of phone calls from my pregnancy till now. Everything is documented. So what do you guys think?
I
It's
think he's a
documented.
piece of
It's
shit.
good.
Mhm.
The
I
documentation
think
is good. It'll be her shield for when he tries coming after the child. But as long as he has no connections and no visits, nothing, I mean, I won't really say it's gonna be good, but if, she's doing what's best for the child, and if she were to take it to court, the court would automatically recognize that.
I agree. What do you think?
I think that the man's definitely way in the wrong. I can see why she posted it though, feeling guilty.
Because it's the
I
father of her
just would
child.
say, yeah, I would just say don't hold it away from her. If she wants to go see him later on, her decision. But yeah, no. He just big, big fucked up. Major
Yes.
fucked up.
Yep.
This is why I included it in truly disturbing is the depths of this man's control over somebody he doesn't even want to date anymore. I think
Exactly.
that is so disturbing. Like, why is he treating this woman like she can't make her own decisions in life just because he had a kid with her? That's so weird. And plus, he ran the second she told him he was pregnant or she was pregnant. So what? What a wishy-washy fella. Like, this makes no sense. And then
Right, and adding fuel to the fire, saying he wished he never had a child with her. That's just, that's unimaginable.
especially since the child is here now. Like, get
Right.
over yourself.
Yeah, yeah, you shouldn't have been a dumbass and used protection then if you didn't want to have a child.
Yeah,
Should have
for
thought of that
real.
ahead of time, stupid.
And the thing about him bringing up the STD through the breastfeeding, just because she went out on a sit down, like, date to eat food, get out of here. Even if she kissed him,
Literally.
like, that's not gonna do anything to the baby. Like, he's just
Let
trying to
alone it's
control
not his
her.
business.
It isn't his business. He's just trying to
Yep.
be a control
Mm-hmm.
freak for some reason. It's like he wants his cake and eat it too. He didn't want to have sex with her while she was pregnant or something when he got the other girlfriend, but he wants to still control her. So it's just weird. It's super weird. The top comment goes, "He has a girlfriend, but you're not allowed to date?" Question mark. And frankly, I think he has an STD and he's projecting, not the asshole. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh,
Also, if he's not
Yep.
willing to see his own child because OP is impossible to co-parent with, then he doesn't give a shit about his child. All he cares about is controlling OP. This next comment is
mm-hmm.
very long-winded, but I'm sure it'll be good because of it. Not the asshole. You have every right to move on. He has. He broke up with you and has a girlfriend. He has no right to comment on anything not related to your daughter in regard to your life. Even that is questionable considering his past behavior. Also, he is the one punishing your daughter. He's manipulative. He's probably realizing that what he gave up and is taking it out on you and your daughter. It's up to you if you proceed with anything in regard to your daughter about giving him any sort of visitation. As I understand, you don't want her to blame you somehow down the road for him not being there. I would be hesitant though, considering he'll be one of those fair weather dads who is involved when the mood strikes but is cruel when he feels upset. Ooh, that's scary. That's
Mm-hmm.
scary. I would be concerned about him like trying to use the daughter as like a playing chip in his massive game. Like, you know how some parents do that? Like
Yeah.
like the way he's threatening like this is just insane. Um
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna read one more before we wrap it up. So this is gonna be our last story. It is titled, "I, 22 female, caught my landlord taking pictures of me sleeping and naked." Hi all.
Oh.
I would like some advice on my situation as I'm not sure what to do next. So this morning I woke up to my landlord and a contractor in my room. I had been told by my landlord that a contractor would be coming around noon at some point to take pictures of the flat for marketing purposes as the landlord is planning on selling this flat. I wake up to the both of them in my room this morning. The contractor with the landlord was taking pictures of my room and rearranging my belongings a bit. But he also began taking pictures of me while I was in my bed. They were under the assumption I was asleep. I could hear the camera clicking noises in my direction, so I could be sure that they were taking pictures. They also began to chat a bit about the fact that I was in bed and taking pictures of it. The night before, when I went to bed, I only put a cami on besides my underwear, which, if you guys don't know, that's just a tank top. So I wasn't very clothed, and I could hear them saying it was noticeable that I wasn't clothed. My landlord also then began to mess with the duvet on top of me and stroked the duvet on top of me a bit. The duvet is the comforter. They then kept taking pictures of me before eventually leaving. I have no idea what to do. I don't feel comfortable in my room anymore, and I don't know how I can ever speak to my landlord again, yet alone look him in the eye. I live in a town with a very saturated housing market, and it's easy to find accommodation, period, let alone quickly. Oh, isn't easy. I'm also not sure if it was appropriate for the landlord to be in my room when I was sleeping anyway, question mark. I understand it's his house and technically his room, I guess, but I feel like if you see someone is sleeping in the room that they stay in, it isn't respectful to leave and not be in their room while they are sleeping and don't know you are there, question mark. And I'm not sure why the landlord is allowed the contractor inside of my room while I was sleeping in the first place, question mark. I can understand that the landlord wanted to take pictures of the room for selling the house, but I'm wrong to think that it was really inappropriate to do it while I was in the room sleeping, question mark. And the fact that he took pictures of me as well. I'm not sure what position this leaves me in regards to my landlord. I only have 3 more months left on the lease. I'm not sure I can ever talk to my landlord again or what to do next. Crying emojis. What do you guys feel about that?
She's got a 3-month head start to start looking for a new place, but I've only got one word to sum up her predicament, and I'd say violated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. Oh, it's just like fucking creepy
It's
thinking
disgusting.
about like. Uh, I've had a landlord a while back in my old house, and just thinking that that could have happened now.
It's
Well, I mean, I'm
disgusting.
sure that it's like definitely against the guidelines or rules and whatnot, but like, what the fuck if only they would have done the same shit to me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's disgusting, and absolutely she can find a lawyer to sue these guys for doing that because that is not legal. Oh my gosh! Ah! What the? What the
I
heck?
got you.
What the heck? Why did it get in here? How? How did it get in here?
Teleportation jutsu.
Oh my god! I was trying to talk about my
Here, yeah, just sit
opinion.
right here. Yeah, sit in the water.
Hey,
He won't. He won't get you if you're in the water. I don't
how did
think.
he get in here? That was weird.
Just teleporting him on.
Ah!
He's
Ah!
back. Right when I sit down, you
He's
fucker.
growling. We need to kill him. Get
Yeah,
out.
kill him real
Get
quick.
out.
Good shit, cat. Good shit. All right.
That
That's
was
exactly
rude.
what this girl needs to do.
Yeah, get out.
Get out. Yeah, get
Yeah.
out, girl.
Get out
Shit.
of there. That literally did go along with the story. Get out. But the top comment reads, "This is clear sexual harassment. Go to the police and file a report. Document all communications." Oh, holy shit, you have so many rights you don't even know. This is literally zero, even marginally legal things that your landlord has done. He's so effing screwed. Don't let this just slip by. Feel free to message for support. I have no legal background, just empathize. Reporting to the police? Yes, do it. Also, to the tenants board. The number of rights this guy violated are astronomical. Call the police. You are paying for the room, hence it is your room for the time you are paying for it. He's a disrespectful piece of trash. If I were you, I would sue him. He can't just enter your room without knowing. It doesn't matter if he is the landlord, but he has no right to enter your room, and even more if you are asleep. File a police report, get a lawyer if you can, is what everybody's just saying, like exactly what I said. Freaking get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. Any lawyer would pick this case up in a heartbeat. They would
Oh
literally
yeah.
immediately pick this up. So I agree with that. I think that story is very truly disturbing, and that's why it's in the truly disturbing category. So how do you guys feel about this truly disturbing extra bonus theme I threw in today?
The
Oh,
extra
pretty
bonus thing
good.
definitely hit me surprise. You know,
Hmm.
definitely surprised me. Uh, it's definitely crazy, crazy shenanigans and whatnot. Oh my god. Oh, the surprises.
Why does this keep happening to me, you guys? Oh my
Those
god.
fucking. Oh, those
That was
fucking.
not cool.
Right when you walk out the fucking door.
I exploded. Oh my
What?
god. I need dirt. I need more dirt. But yeah, no, that theme I wanted to save for later, but we had some more time and I thought we should, have a couple. No, no, get rid of that. No. 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 Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, what were we just talking about? That freaking
No.
creeper made me lose my train of thought.
That
Um,
we're in the wrong, and that she should lawyer up, and
oh
that.
yeah, she needs to lawyer up and get the heck out of there, and hopefully make some money out of the deal because that was like highly illegal. Should
Yeah,
we
sue for
give
emotional damages.
should we give you a quick tour, Paul, before we end the stream?
No, I know the territory pretty well.
Okay, well, I kind of wanted to do it just for the stream, and you can like pretend to react, but I guess it's too late.
What?
Did you hear that other explosion just now?
Huh.
I heard another explosion.
Well, everything's dead. Yep.
I'm gonna give this stream a quick tour of our house. So this is so when we designed it, we made like this room and this room for each of us, and this one's mine. So I have like this little like place right here, and then I run down here, right? And there's another big room down here, and I hide stuff like a little rat
Oh.
hole. So here's my little rat hole in here. And I hide it from people, but Pat already found it, so. And now I'm like live streaming it. And then this is just a mine down there. We're not going. And then we go up here, and we'll go to Pat's room. So here's Pat's room over here. And then, of course, we have so many nice decorations you can see. He doesn't really have anything in here, as much as one.
Got my
But
magical
there's this little hide hole
pork
I made
chops.
for when I wanted to spy on him. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to break the grass and put it back. And then you go in here, and this is our pet. Let's do it. He is a
If you go open this and
fish.
look at him, you can
Why
see
is
his
there
name.
so many? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What the fuck happened?
Our
How?
hallway! I told you I heard another explosion. Oh my god, this is our bedroom. So here's our cats and our purple beds, because purple is our favorite color, and we jump on this because we have a trampoline in our room next to some lava. Usually there's a door here, and here's our kitchen. And usually there's a door here, and flooring. We have, a little brewing stand, and this is where I do all my dyes and make cool little stuff, and yeah, so here's all my creative stuff. And then you go back here, and this is our storeroom, which usually has a floor. So yeah, this is our big storage room. So you can see it's like just set up like a big back room of a big store. And our fireplace, because we thought the ambience would be nice. Here, all trying to desperately fix the hallway.
Yeah.
So then we go up here, and this is just our little armor stand, just for decoration. And then we go here, and this is our enchantment room with our books and stuff. And then I'm truly
Because we're
sad
nerds.
to show you this part. So this room was a special room. We had many
Hercules, no.
Yeah, we had many axolotls in here, and they all died, and we can't figure out why. And this is like the third axolotl enclosure we've tried to make so that they could live. We even brought their little moss blocks and their flowers and water, and they still die. I don't understand why
Yeah,
our axolotls
one
are
time
dying.
I was being a butthead and I was threatening Cat and I placed the TNT right here. to threaten the axolotl, and then I walked on this, and it
On the presser
exploded.
plate, and it exploded, and I was mad at you for hours.
And I was lost. I was like, oh, I fucking didn't think about it.
Literally, I refused to talk to you for hours. And this is our bathroom.
I remember.
It used to be a better bathroom, but he ruined it. So yeah.
Oh. 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 I see. I see.
You
I'm
did!
ruining it.
You did. Remember you messed it all up
No,
several
no,
times, and I was like, quit
no.
doing that. Here's our pet snowmans. They're in a snow globe, and this is the reading room. It's not done yet. Then we go outside. Beep boop. Ouch! I missed the thing. And you guys were just in there, so you already know what's in there. But this is our sheep and cow. How'd this guy get out? Our sheep and cows and pigs, and we have chickens up here. No chickens. And then here's his wildcat that he wanted. Jeb's out of the cage!
Jeb, you little shit.
Why is our house falling apart?
I don't even
upset.
know.
There's another freaking one right here. And this
They're
is
jumping over
his
right there, I think.
his ocelot that he wanted to kill, but I made him keep, and he put in this cage here because it's a little shit.
Oh, it's because there's a fucking block right there.
Why is there a block right there? So this is
I don't know.
Logan's house. It's literally a rust.
It's a rust 2x2.
It's a rust 2x2 base. You go in here and it's like beep, beep, beep. So this is Logan's room. This is his little house.
straight to
Jeb's
TC.
trying to go in there. If you're gonna see all of these little glass pane stands around, which I would usually have a snowman in here to kill these mobs, but I don't right now because they've died. But here's more in here in this little enclosure. The guest house is up here and also unfinished.
Oh yeah.
So this is the guest house when eventually I have it done for, people that come over to our server so they have a place to sleep. It's currently very, very unfinished.
Oh, the club, Cat, the club.
The club's over here, actually.
Yeah, we gotta go see the club.
And then we'll go to the garden
Yeah.
and Smelly's house, too.
Yeah, garden and Smelly's house too, yeah.
Yeah, we have lots of cool stuff. So we go here, and there's a weird little bridge here. And here's this colorful wall that we built that's kind of really pretty, actually. I love it.
It really is pretty. I do love this too.
So this is our club. So this is like the bar area where you like drink stuff. Oh look, I think this is cocaine.
Oh,
Cocaine in here, and there's weed in here. Yes, there is. Do we have any puffer fishes?
oh, if only we could get high off the pufferfish. Oh
What
yeah,
is
look, there's
this?
shrooms in there.
Shrooms and special dust.
Love it.
So here's the hallway. This is like when you're waiting for the bouncer to let you into the deeper part of the club, the cool part. And then we've
The
got this
lava
lava
drips.
drip that we gave up halfway through and only did a few of them.
And then,
The snorting table.
and then I got,
cocaine.
here you go, honey. I got you. Here's a line.
So then we got our cocaine. And then we
Here you
go
go,
back
Paul. You
here.
want one?
And this is our, I guess this is what you'd call like a little lounge room right here with like a waterfall in the background. And in the future, we could probably read some more stories in here. And then, yes,
We
the
definitely
bouncy
should've,
room. The bounce room. Get bouncy with it. Yeah.
Oh, Paul. Paul, you come here, Paul. I have a whole line lined up for you, Paul.
And look at the
and I
picture
better
has
get me
snow
one,
in
too.
it. Yeah. Because we're going to be doing some more runs.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to need it.
I'm fucking speedy now. Mom.
So then we go here.
Yeah, I better go put some of these cocaine back.
I just took mine with me.
The next individuals.
True. Every time we do that, I take it with me.
You've been sneaking cocaine out, you.
Yeah. Oh, here's the Christmas tree from our Christmas event that we did on Christmas Eve. Remember we had a bunch of people playing Minecraft on Christmas Eve? And I built this Christmas tree? There
Oh,
was like
this
a
is the
bunch
one
of
that
us
Draco
here.
broke.
Oh,
This is the
oh
tree that
well.
Draco broke. Little turd.
Oh well. Draco is a little turd. But that's okay. It's just like one of these ones that I did right here.
Yeah.
Then of course we got our candy canes.
He said he did it on purpose.
And then this part is like just for Enderman, basically. And
Yeah,
see
little
this
Enderman
like
protector.
lava wall thing, we're eventually gonna put a big map of the world on there is one of our goals, is to make one of those because I've never seen them before, and I think it would be
Yeah.
really cool. One of the massive Minecraft maps. And then there's your fishing lily pads over there.
Yeah, this is where I always go to fish. I always do the parkour. And I'd be like, meow, meow.
And it goes over to the garden, the massive garden.
Yeah, if you come this way, you could just hit the parkour
Look
and
at
I'm
all this
failing
wheat
it.
that I planted.
Yeah, I catch the planter because she's good at it.
Because I'm the only one who does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's good at it.
Where's Dark's house? I think it's over the other way, actually.
Yeah, it's at the bridge
So
over
let's go to
by our
Smelly's house
portals.
first.
Yeah, we could do that.
Is this Smelly's house? Oh wait, this is just a another place where we went to go mining. But here's Smelly's house. Didn't he put a sign somewhere? I swear to God he did.
Nope, I guess not.
Oh, okay. So this is a
There you
Smelly
go.
Jar. Shout out to him. He's a content creator on TikTok, and he is a very creative builder in Minecraft. He has a very expansive world that we had the opportunity to be able to view, and this is just a little small glimpse of his excellence, basically, because he was only here for like 10 minutes. I shit you not, he built this
Oh
in
my
like 10
god, you
minutes.
remember that big ass redstone thing he showed us? The farm he made?
Yeah,
The
I posted it on
automatic
TikTok.
everything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that shit's
Smelly is.
amazing.
He's
I
a
forgot about it.
massive builder.
Excellent,
Yeah, and he also is a map builder for Halo itself. So, like, he builds Halo maps. So,
Yeah,
he's
he's
very
goated.
creative. This is my small first garden that we had at this house. It has a little well. Cute little design. Don't mind me breaking my entire garden.
Oh yeah, your jungle's over here, cat. Your jungle.
My jungle?
Not your jungle,
Oh,
but
my
your
jungle
tree.
trees for cocoa. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
that
what
we
it was
can
for. I just remember you
make
said not to break
cookies.
it. So I made a
Yeah.
don't break the cocoa
Here's
tree
our
sign.
nether portal. I'm not going into the nether right now, though. Dark's
That's a
house
lot.
is over here. Do
Yeah, we
not
come over this bridge.
cut Cat's jungle tree. Oh, yeah. Bridge of Darkness, because this is Dark's house. This is his house, Bridge of Darkness. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Logan couldn't figure out how to get in and out of here. I had to teach him how to do it. It was so funny. He got
Yeah.
stuck. He was like, Captain, I'm stuck. Actually, he didn't call me Captain. That's Draca who called me that because I crashed his thing.
There you go. I'll press it for you.
He said, Cat, I'm stuck.
Yes, sweet.
Then we go down here. And then Dark literally was like, you guys can have everything in my base. So, like, we literally took everything. Like, go down.
Oh yeah, drop down. Yeah, it's a goose.
Here's his bed.
I was gonna make a sneaky ass roof up here.
What's this? Does this go anywhere? Okay, no, it doesn't.
No, but there's gonna be one right here that's growing.
Dark's freaking...
that I was making.
Dark's thing is crazy. It broke my brain at first, too, so I don't blame Logan for not understanding how to get in and out of here.
Yeah.
What's this? Does this go anywhere? No, it doesn't. Okay.
He's all, fuck that. I'm making a 2x2.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Here you go, honey. Come over here. Yeah. Oh.
Ah! Ah!
Oh. I closed it too quick here. There you go.
Ah!
Oh, damn it. I held it. I'm sorry. Oh. There we go. Now I can get a good angle.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is the part where he got confused. He didn't know how to get out. You have to, like, run. You have to, like, run, swim. There you go.
Oh, I can't get out either now.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know how to get out of here, cat. And I was like, he will, like, run. That's how
Just
you
like
get
run and
out.
stuff.
Where'd Paul go?
You running home, Paul?
Paul? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Did he
Is
go
he
into
at
the-
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh.
Oh. Where'd you go?
I'm
he's at home.
inside the house.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have anything to say to the stream before we end it?
Be good. Don't kiss feet when people are sleeping.
Yeah.
And be supportive fathers. Yes. Even if you're a woman, be a supportive father. Yes.
Any last words, Paul?
Thanks for listening, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. Go listen to us over on Spotify, Apple Music, and iHeartMedia.
Yes, yes, yes. I would have forgotten to say that, so thank you.
I already did the outro like 10 minutes ago,
Oh,
and
you
then
did?
I stopped the recording.
Oh. Anyway, stream, you have a good night, and we are going to sign off because I am tired. Goodbye.